The decision came without ceremony. They were being sent into the field, whether they liked it or not. Their very first mission had arrived. Naturally, one of them assumed it would be something grand, worthy of noble blood. Instead, the task was embarrassingly simple travel to Saucy Village and hunt wild boars. The announcement was met with outrage, denial, and reckless bravado. One claimed he could tear a boar apart with his bare hands. Another warned him not to even try. The captain made it clear there were only two options: go or don't come back alive. Despite the complaints, excitement began to take hold. A real mission was still a mission. Spirits lifted, engines of confidence roared, and before long they were soaring through the sky on borrowed magic, arguing mid-flight like always. Doubts surfaced along the way. One of them wondered aloud whether someone who couldn't properly control her magic should even be there. The others brushed it off, more focused on the thrill of movement and the wind rushing past them. Their destination soon revealed something far more troubling than wild animals. A dense mist clung to the village, thick and unnatural. This wasn't whether it was magic. Powerful enough to swallow an entire settlement whole. Cutting through it seemed impossible until the anti-magic sword proved otherwise. Step by step, direction by direction, they forced their way forward, guided by instinct and familiarity. What they found on the other side was devastation. Villagers lay injured. A familiar old man clung to life, having protected others until his last breath. The children believed the magic knights had come because their prayers were answered. The truth was darker. Strangers stood calmly amid the chaos, speaking of death as if it were routine. They announced, without hesitation, that everyone in the village would be dead within moments. There was no hatred in there, voices only, efficiency. These weren't bandits. They were mages who believed the people of the Forsaken Realm were beneath humanity itself. When questioned, they explained their logic plainly. The kingdom was divided by power. Those with magic ruled, those without were disposable. Weak magic meant a worthless life. Protecting such people, they argued, was a waste of time. The words struck deep. One boy, born without magic, stepped forward anyway. He declared his dream openly that he would become Wizard King and change a world where people were judged by the strength of their mana. He promised a future where no one would be looked down on for being weak. Laughter answered him. They mocked his lack of magic, his dream, his very existence. Ice and mist magic combined, forming an inescapable cage meant to crush both body and will. Spell after spell came without pause, each designed to overwhelm him while forcing him to choose between survival and protecting others. The pressure mounted. His sword could cancel magic, even reflect impotent, but exhaustion was setting in. Enemies remained untouched. Villagers cowered behind fragile hope, and somewhere in the chaos, one of his teammates began to falter. She had more magic than anyone there. She was royalty. And yet, fear told her to run. The enemy seized on that weakness, urging her to abandon the villagers and save herself. Survival, they said, was her right. Then a child reached out to her. Not to her title, not to her power, to her heart. The plea shattered everything she believed about herself. Shame turned into resolve. Something deep inside her answered back. She refused to run. She declared who she was, not just royalty, but a magic knight. A black bull. Someone who would protect the helpless no matter the cost. As new magic surged forth, her fear burned away. This was no longer a simple mission. This was a stand.